So they still have all found what they're looking for this week on the Hapless Heroes. Darkness. No parents. Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will once again be your host and dungeon master for this evening. We'll start this evening much the same as I start all the others because I lack any sort of useful imagination at this hour. On my right, with Francesco as the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom.
I have a plan, and that soon will be not preparing.
To his right, we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
New armor shiny.
To his right, we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
Always at my service.
To his right, we have Nicole as Boris the Butcher.
I hope I put the lid back on that grenadine.
And to her right, we have Zach as Peridot Lincolnwoods.
Hello, I'm Peridot Lincolnwoods.
As we left off, said same Peridot Lincolnwoods was doing some deliberating. A little bit of
I've got to
internal
make a deliberate
monologue.
choice here.
Got to choose some armor. Now, Peridot, what kind of what kind of choices did you make there, Peridot?
See, that's the thing, Dave, is that I haven't, and we spent the entire time between episodes bullshitting. And
See, you're talking about religion, choosing
Well, that was the topic we almost broached when you came back. We were talking about the sort of like Muppet Babies and Baby Mario and like the baby character like ethos in like the different. It was a whole thing.
there's three
There's our
elemental
multiverse.
models of baby characters interacting with regular characters in pop culture, animation,
Wow.
and video games. And
I
you're gonna have to
go
subscribe
on
to
the
Patreon.
religion. I go on the religion thing because you may choose a ready guide in some celestial voice, but in terms of armor, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Because I'm not a true DM if I don't work in a Rush reference every now and again.
So I think. So really, what's the disadvantage of full plate armor? Because I see full plate armor.
You get all your
18.
AC. Yeah, you get all your AC from the armor. Whereas lighter armors, where you get that dex bonus, you're getting armor from both your dex bonus and the armor itself.
But you probably want more as
is that how that
being a
works?
dexterous fighter.
Yeah. So depending on how much dexterity bonus you get that you can add to it, like a good studded leather might be the play. But if it isn't, it's possible if those things don't get you to 18, plate will get you there.
Right. So right now I have half plate armor, gives me 15, and then I have a 3 dex bonus. Oh wait, no, do I have a 4 dex bonus for that? Hang on. I think I have a 3 dex bonus for that.
Also keep in mind, as we're going into this sort of thing, it would be at least +2 plate armor too. I'm not just going to have you going in there with off-the-shelf crap. Like, I want you to have feature parity with the rest of the party.
All right. Then I want some sick ass half plate armor.
Sick ass half plate. Okay. So the sick ass half plate with the literally ill scorpion on the back.
With
Scorpion.
So is it the sick ass 6 scorpion plate armor? So is it coming out both ends for the scorpion?
Yes, a sick ass scorpion and not a 6-assed scorpion.
No,
Which
I think
would
it's a
just be-
sick ass 6 scorpion. It's a sick ass 6 scorpion.
It's coming out both ends for the scorpion.
Yes,
Scorpion.
but only one actual ass.
Okay.
Not 6 asses. It is not a 6-assed scorpion.
And it's wearing a shoddily scrawled on top hat and monocle.
Correct.
All right.
Well, they could be well scrawled on, but it's still with magic marker.
Okay,
Or maybe
okay.
a Sharpie.
Excellent. And what's the AC? What's the natural AC? Oh, so it's a +2 half plate?
It is, yeah, half plate +2.
Okay, great. So that's 17 AC, I think.
Yep, plus whatever bonuses you get with it. If you're not getting bonuses, you were probably better off choosing full plate.
I think half plate ends up getting you the ability to use, let's see, some of your dexterity to your AC as well.
Right. And I'm
Yeah, if it does.
I'm gonna level
Up
up,
to
my
a maximum
dexterity.
a maximum of 2 with half plate. So like you get the armor bonus +2 from your dex, whatever, because your dex modifier is more than 2.
It's
You
at
can get
3.
up.
It says 3
Yes.
already. It's been at 3 for a while.
Yep.
Is that for any
Yeah.
real reason?
Your dex modifiers. I'm talking about, like half plate will only allow 2 of that 3 bonus to apply to your AC.
Okay.
Essentially, it's a maximum of 2 +2 you can benefit from dexterity while wearing half plate. But it's +2 half plate, so it's AC 17 plus another 2 from your dex. Makes you, it's 19 AC.
Well, it's 17 for half plate period.
It's 15 for half
Oh, it's
plate.
15 for
period.
half plate. Okay, never mind. So 17, 2, 2, so 7, or 17 plus 2, so 19. Okay. So
19.
it's still one less than you
And
would
then-
get from
And then 21 with shield.
21 with shield. Okay.
That's where I'm at currently.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So I'm at 20 without shield and 21 with shield currently. So
While
I
wearing
just
half
I just
plate.
want to be more
2,
than that.
so. Well, I mean, with
Go
full
plus-
plate,
go-
full plate is 18 on its own. +2 for the +2 would be 20 base AC.
How about this? Mithril plate, so he doesn't get disadvantage on dex,
Ooh.
and it's +2.
I like it. That's what it is. So,
Okay. So now
not
I
only
have-
is that armor sick with Scorpion, but it's also quite shiny and silver.
Ooh.
It doesn't feel heavy.
No, it does not.
Okay. So now I
You have to.
20 armor. So I now have 22 AC without shield. and
Without a shield.
23.
24 with a shield.
Yep. Shields
Oh.
are 2.
Every shield is 2 by default.
Oh, but I think. Okay, so it's 24 with shield. Then I think it would be 23 without shield because I have
No. Oh yeah, the dual
defense
wield.
fighting style and dual wielder.
Aha.
Right. That's what you get the other
That's
bonuses
where it
from.
is. Okay.
So 24 with shield, 23 without shield.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah. That's a survivable number.
Unless those feats require you to be in lighter armor, but now you're in mithril, so I guess it would still apply.
I would say that Mithril counts as a lighter armor for purposes of light armor. I feel like that's the point of Mithril.
That's the whole point of mithril. Yeah, exactly. Is that
Okay.
it doesn't affect your dexterity.
So we're saying that the base armor AC is 16, then it's +2.
Oh, plate armor is 18 base.
Because all of the armor is coming from the armor, and none of it's coming from dexterity.
Yeah. So 18 base +2 for the +2 armor is 20 plus another.
No, that would be it.
That'd just be 20 then.
It
Okay.
would just be 20. The armor would give you 20 AC, and then any other bonuses you have, like from your feats or like using a shield, those would apply on top of that. But the armor itself is 20 AC.
All right, cool.
No dex bonus.
Excellent.
Yay, we did it.
All right.
And it's got a scorpion that has been
It does.
handed to death.
A sick scorpion.
Yeah. We may have taken the joke just slightly too far.
We do that all the time.
That's
Never.
right in our wheelhouse.
All right. So, as the DM, I just want to ask, kind of informally, how do you guys feel? Do you feel sufficiently armed and or armored? Are there desires you have that have been as yet unfulfilled?
My arms and my armor are great, but I definitely want to. I still don't have the knowledge of like what I can do or
With the
what
Grail.
The Grail does.
So I think that's really your last step here is to figure out this Grail, attune to it, or something, and make it a thing.
It'd be cool to get stronger too, but I mean that's going to cost like a whole week in here
But,
to do
I
all
mean,
those things.
Well, I mean, getting stronger is like that's us leveling the 20. Like that's what we have this time for.
Yeah,
That's like
we still have
no.
the. Yeah, so
20
there's
is
still the-
great. I'd like to be 22 strength if I could. That would be fantastic.
Okay,
Right.
so you've got the training montage, plus you've got the
you've got the manual.
I've got the
yeah,
manual
which
of
I believe
understanding,
was
though.
yours was a wisdom
Oh.
manual, which still helps your
Ah.
spellcasting at least.
Mhm.
Does not. He's charisma based.
He's charisma based. Okay,
I am.
well we're gonna pencil
It
with
helps-
it to not be wisdom. Then if wisdom doesn't help, it's gonna be.
I
whatever
mean,
you
it
want.
helps his abysmal perception checks.
Yeah, no, your understanding will come in the form of understanding that's actually useful to you.
Yeah, I was either looking for. I mean, strength could play into me just being a minor
Yeah.
god now.
Yeah.
Right,
Charisma
but-
could
but-
also play into that.
The tomes are essentially what allow us to go beyond our maximum. I thought
I
about
know,
doing
I just
charisma,
did-
but endurance made more sense for me.
I just kind of went off of, the words everybody gave me, and it sounded like things. I mean, I could just as easily have that be interwiz or whatever
Yeah.
you need.
See,
I don't
it
want to
made
give
sense-
everybody charisma.
It made
but-
sense for my intelligence because then it could tell me better what the Grail is. Because
I mean,
that's what my religion
sure.
checks are based off of. That's why I didn't want to question. I'm like, whatever, that's fine. I don't need intelligence.
I mean, I think the best way that we settle this is obviously like we're trying to get the tools for the job we're about to do.
Right.
Like Dave said. So like, right, I think whatever. It should be whatever helps us.
Yeah.
I think the one
Yeah,
thing
Right.
and we
Right.
have to attune you to the Grail, and I'm still also trying to figure out some of the finer details of what I want the Grail to do.
Right.
I'm also partially thinking the Grail is kind of a post-Vecna thing.
honestly, what
That's
I really
fine,
want
too.
is something I kind of addressed when we were in that chat. What was that challenge when we like got that orb that like took
Oh,
the
yeah.
form of things that people
Igor's
wanted?
challenge.
Yeah.
Igor's challenge.
What I really wanted were just like crazy moon shoes that like let me jump like 30 feet into the air. That's what I want. The air. Sorry.
Mm.
I see.
Didn't you get
Those
prototype
hops.
ones of those from the giants?
Maybe, but we keep
It's
forgetting
been
about
so
them,
long.
and I want them. Wait, did I get those from the Giants? I have no idea.
Dude, it's been so long. It's been so long. We're the worst.
I feel like they did not work. I feel like it was like something was given to me with the promise that they will someday work, but they will not work right now.
You got from the giants. You got like a prototype. You made them better, and they shot you into the Crucible lands.
Right. And then
Where
they
you-
were instantly destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yeah. Now I want them
Ha.
back, and I want them to work good.
You feel a light vibration from your right pants pocket, Paradil.
Is my phone ringing?
No, but the right pants pocket actually tears as it explodes outwards, and a familiar voice rings out. I hear you're looking for hops. Might I
Oh,
suggest
no.
leaping head
Oh,
first
no.
off of the top of the bookshelves?
May you suggest doing what now?
Leaping head first from the top of the bookshelves.
Yeah, I do it.
Okay, so that's at least 50 feet of falling, plus falling damage.
He did the thing.
He did.
He did the thing.
but
He
do it.
actually did do the thing.
He did the thing. But go ahead.
What if I do the thing?
Just continue.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to sort out falling damage from 50 feet, which is what?
5d6. Yeah, that's a d6 for every 10 feet.
Do you roll that or do I? And can I
Dave
roll
does.
for acrobatics while I do that?
You know what? I will roll the 5d6. You roll acrobatics. Beat a DC of 20, and we'll have the damage.
All right, I rolled a 28.
So 23 divided by 2. Let's see. That's going to
Is
be
11 and a
take
half.
12. You take 12 falling damage.
Great.
But then you also did the thing, which I believe releases you
keep
from
repeating.
the effect.
It
Wait,
does
what?
say,
Yep.
following the clip's advice willingly, in parentheses, not via a failed saving throw, will rid you of the curse. You didn't even make a save. You just fuck
I'm
it.
so
Yeah.
my
I'll do
soul
it.
has been repeatedly defeated by Clippy that
Mhm.
this is just like a thing. I think this
All
is the
you
first,
had to do. All you
this
had
is
to
the
do
first
was
thing that is
just
suggested I do that it would not just clearly all out kill me or the entire party. So if that's the case, fuck you, friend. Well, can we dump Clippy into the ocean and unceremoniously, please?
So certain things, you are free of the curse of Clippy, which I don't have the sheet for that. So what does
I
this
have it right
actually
here.
entail?
it
I
just
think it involves
it
us
just-
shooting
it
Clippy
becomes-
in the head and dumping his
No, no.
bloody corpse into the ocean unceremoniously.
it just becomes a paperclip again. But touching it, you become cursed. So, is anyone nearby when this happens?
Yeah.
Like when Peridot does this thing? I'm asking.
Well, I guess Boris was like right. Oh no, I had gone to get a drink, so never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
with me.
over. I'm not
Yeah,
above.
Jarrell would be in the room, but still getting his, armor on.
Is my room anywhere nearby where I just heard the shouting of Clippy?
Felix, I'm going to say that you are 2 corners and 50 feet away. So you will be able to get there, but quickly, in 12 seconds.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to run over as soon as I hear the thud of Peridot hitting the floor.
Yeah.
And I just
Now,
got
Paradil.
12 falling damage is what I got.
You took 12 falling damage, and it knocked your boots off. One of your boots flew across the room and knocked over a case. It was a stand, one of those little, square, were kind of, square pillars with a box of glass on top. Because this is the Chamber of Contrivances, it
Wait, I'm
has
doing
one
what
pair
now?
of moon shoes in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like actual moon shoes?
Like, they got the springy trampoline shit in them and everything, but also they appear to be painted in a texture similar to the actual lunar surface.
That rules.
They are, of course, perfectly sized for your feet.
As one would assume.
Look,
All right, great.
you had a desire. The desire was fulfilled because you're in the room. And we
did.
also, while all this happened, the paperclip clattered harmlessly to the floor.
All right. I'm going to take an hour and 5 gold to construct some sort of containment for this paperclip that will be deeply, deeply coated so that nobody may touch it ever again.
Peridot, hey, buddy. Can I offer a suggestion?
Sure.
Let's not make it so difficult to open that we couldn't use it potentially offensively.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take an hour and 5 gold to attach this paperclip very carefully without touching it to a crossbow bolt. And I'm going to weaponize it so that I may shoot it at an opponent and curse them.
Because now that would be some shit. Imagine shooting Vecna with Clippy and then making Clippy give him suggestions. Although I feel like he'll pass the intelligence saves but still, it's annoying.
I love this so much. I want to make it one of my Horcruxes.
Okay. Just figured I'd just throw that out there. Like I said, we want to take every advantage we can get, and even if it's just annoying Vecna to death and distracting him for even just that one moment, I say it's worth it. Just don't touch it.
On my list, or on my notes here, I had a very bold-faced Paradil's puzzle box because I was going to use that as a future artifact somewhere in the future. And then I had to cross that out for Clippy the crossbow bolt.
I'm just gonna call it weaponized Clippy.
Yes.
Weaponized Clippy.
I do love that very much.
Can you provide what specifics do I have for these moon shoes?
They are springy and make you look styling as fuck. They are... I would consider them to be masterwork moon shoes. However, they give no discernible +1 benefit to anything that you can actually figure out. But they are fantastically well made and will not be destroyed from age or from most cases of rough use.
Will they give him an exceptional jump height?
However much exceptional jump height regular moon shoes would give you.
Well, we're talking about moon shoes that are exceptionally constructed and spring loaded that have contrivances of gnomish handiwork.
Well, if they don't now, you can probably do something about that.
Oh, with the book.
Or just with you, the blacksmith, the engineer,
the build your using the same tools that you used to create the hastily discarded puzzle box. One could probably zhuzh up those moon shoes.
Now
he
you're
did it.
talking
He said
my
the thing.
language.
He said the thing.
Now
he
you're
said the
talking
thing.
my language, Dave. I'm gonna put some zhuzh on these moon shoes.
How do you spell moon zhuzh?
MOONZH_JHS.
At some point-
ZHU_JHS.
Yeah.
I hope you at home are taking notes.
Moon zhuzh. Okay, good. That's what these are now. They're called moon zhuzh.
And they give me exceptional hops, which will be
yes.
details of which will be hammered out in the future.
I would say you may add 5 feet to any jump height or distance.
Hell yes. Wait, how about 5 feet to height, 10 to distance?
Yes, but I want a reset condition then.
Okay, all right, cool.
1 turn out of combat to reset.
Okay.
There. Just putting the limit on it, you can only use that once in any given combat scenario. Or spend a turn to reset.
Oh, then if it's once every combat, give this man a larger leap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felix the lawyer coming in. I love negotiations.
Once
in
per
D&D. I find
combat,
this fun.
15 either direction.
There you go.
Once per combat, 15 in either direction?
15 of either vertical or horizontal.
Extra leap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
On top of whatever leap you have.
put a counter offer on the table.
All right.
5 in any direction until 15 in any direction. Then it requires a reset.
Sure, I'll take it. You want to manage all those charges? Go for it.
I do.
I'll even let you use them on, if you really want 15, you could spend them all at once as well.
Wait, what do you mean?
So you have 3 tokens, each worth 5 feet. You
3
can
charges.
Yeah, so 3 charge tokens. You could spend them all at once for 15, or spend them in increments of 5. So say you needed a 10-foot leap, you could spend 2.
Okay.
But if you wanted 3 different
like
5-foot
an extra 10 feet to your leap, because like your jumping distance is based off of your strength, which is very high. So like you get that extra now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Alright.
even spend all 3 for the full 15.
All right. How do we do a D&D internet handshake? Because I agree to these terms.
Okay, fantastic. Moonjuge. Once per combat.
And this, folks, is how you homebrew a magic item.
3
More or less.
tokens.
Careful negotiations.
Careful negotiate. You can't get what you want unless you ask for it.
Yeah. But I'm absolutely happy to negotiate special items like this because this sounds fucking awesome.
Right, and we are literally in a room of you can't get what you want unless you ask for it. So like,
but
let's
you can
fucking
get
ask
almost
for it.
anything you ask for, and I'll only slightly monkey's paw it.
So
Right.
speaking of which, so I
Um,
still don't have anything of panache. So
Okay, so you gained some panache from your book. However, you're right.
Sure.
You could get more panacheful things. I want to just go back to Paradil for one brief second on that. How many magic items do you have that you currently attune to? Because I want to say the Moonjuge would have to be an attunable
I don't
item.
think-
and
I don't
I'm
think
pretty sure
any.
he doesn't have any yet.
I don't
I don't
think I
think
have
any. I
anything
think-
that I attune to. The gauntlets of Ogre Strength, I
Oh.
don't think. Do I
don't-
attune to
I think
those?
those might. I think those do require.
Those
attuning.
might be,
Let me-
yeah. If
let
you're
me
still
double check.
wearing those may have become redundant for you, though.
No, because it's Dex that he's got a lot of. His strength was not super high,
Hey, okay.
so this is actually it's good for him. Yeah, it
The
says
sweet headband
required.
does
Yes,
not require attunement.
no, but the gauntlets do. So this would be your second item that you're attuned to, which is you can only be attuned to 2. So there you go. That's
Yeah.
2.
And the +1 swords don't require attunement. Nope. Right? Okay.
They do not.
Yep. Just as a note, I had given you the Strength Tome Gainful exercise. If you would rather take Dexterity, we can pencil whip that as a Quickness of Action book as well.
Makes sense.
Yeah, if you'd rather take the Dex than the Strength. I assumed as a fighter that you were taking Strength. I forgot that you were a Dex fighter when I had set that out.
Mhm.
Honestly, I just said dexterity because I thought we were just trying to come up with reasons for our leveling up.
Yeah, but I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All
but
right,
yes,
so
it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's some magic items and it's some
Yeah.
growth.
but yeah, you're attuned to the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. You're attuned to the Moonjuge. I think that's all. That's your 2 items, so we should be good there.
Wow,
Yeah.
what a great day.
Hey, we need everything we can get to
And a
to
weaponized
defeat
Flippy.
this foe.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
huge. That's a huge hit right there.
Yes. Yeah, that is pretty fucking wild, actually. Now, panache, we said. And panache we shall find. Now, do you
Is
have
that
any
kinda
other
like
guidelines
zhuzh?
of...
You need to stop this right now.
Just a question.
I've asked you nicely to stop using that word.
Oh no.
I don't
He hit
want...
you,
I
I
don't
was gonna
want
say
to
he hit
lean
you
on-
with the asked you nicely.
I've been
Yeah.
menaced into submission. Go on.
Okay, good. I don't have to do what I was going to do there then. But, okay. So, Gwen.
We're on to panache now.
Yes, panache. Now, panache, we gave you panache in the form of, a tome for +2 charisma. I feel like there's some good panache there, but I feel like your panache needs are still as yet unfulfilled.
Yeah,
This
I feel
man
like
needs
I
a more
need
practical
something,
hat.
or something to
A wardrobe simultaneously.
heighten the drama, if you will.
Okay.
If Quinn is not dramatic enough.
I was thinking a wardrobe that was somehow both more jaunty and more protective.
Oh, protective would work too.
I feel
so
like, feature parody here.
one of my thoughts was to enhance his stealthiness while also being beautiful. Would be a cape of the Montebank.
Montebank.
But enhanced with an amulet of proof. So in order to clasp it to myself, I have an amulet of proof connected to the cape.
Cape of the Mountebank. This cape smells faintly of brimstone.
Mm.
We may need to alter that.
I can fix that.
While wearing it, you can use it to cast the Dimension Door spell as an action. This property of the cape can't be used again until the next dawn. When you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke lightly obscures the space
The drama.
and the space you appear in.
Oh my
and it
god.
dissipates at
He's
the end
gonna
of your
use
next
but
turn.
here's the thing. He's gonna use this to make an entrance and not an exit.
A lighter, stronger wind
We'll see what
disperses
we
the
need is
smoke.
at the time.
Okay. So there was that, and what was the clasp we were looking for there?
With the amulet of proof,
Amulet of
which basically prevents anybody from being able to scry or magically see me.
Yes, the amulet of proof against detection and location.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right. So, yeah. There's more searching that you're doing too, and eventually you do kind of find some, oh god, that is the jauntiest cape you've ever seen. It's sitting on one of those, kind of poles with shoulders on it that you would mount a jacket on like seamstresses would or something like that. And there it is, the jauntiest cape you've ever seen. A crimson so red that no blood will ever look like it. Collars that are like pointy in a way that would make Doctor Strange feel slightly inadequate. The cape
Only
smells.
slightly?
Yeah, but it's not quite brimstone. Might be, brimstone number 5 if Satan were also a perfumer. It's not
I
a
love
bad
it.
smell. It's a little musky. It's good.
I might actually be attracted to myself now.
Now, the clasp, though.
You weren't already?
I know.
Well, more so.
Oh my god.
And this cape did come armed with a clasp. A round brass button with 4 trumpets on it.
Cool.
Wait. What are the trumpets?
You can't scry me.
Oh my god, the fucking it's the John Cena. Yeah, I like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then I just want to clarify the Iron Stone from last episode. Sorry, my phone's being silly. So there's different Iron Stones.
Oh, yes. You were mentioning an Iron Stone. Now, keep in mind, you only have 2 attunable item spots.
Right, and I don't think I have any.
Okay.
Because I can't find anything on my player's sheet that says I've attuned to anything magical.
Mhm.
Right. That's fine.
Because I think a lot of the things you guys collected, I never was there for.
Accurate.
So I think this is like one of my first opportunities to really get like good magical stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Which is
And
really odd, but
I just had to take another look. The cape does not require attunement, so
no,
I just
yeah.
wanted to be sure about that. What
Right,
about
because
the
I only picked the
amulet?
Iron Stone anyway. The amulet does not either.
Okay.
So the Iron Stone does require attunement. But again, there's a bunch of different ones. So the one I'm looking for, which kind of goes back to panache yet also protective, is the Iron Stone of Greater Absorption, which basically allows me to absorb spells 8th level or lower. But I can absorb up to 50 levels of spells.
And then what happens to it?
And then it just goes gray. And it's useless.
That's pretty strong.
Ooh, boy.
But
All right.
and I feel like with this being kind of the big old battle, I feel like something like that is
if
going to
there
be
is
useful.
if there is ever a legendary spellcaster, it is this big boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Because an Ioun Stone early in our career would die pretty quickly, but this being the end, might as well get something like that. Plus, it's purple.
This man's about to have like a purple stone floating around his head.
Yep.
Like,
Marbled lavender and green.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
lavender and green.
Green stone floating around my head.
Stop. We already did it. We did it once.
All right.
So I'm literally going to look like friggin' Doctor Strange.
But like if he was a bard.
Right.
Does Quinn have a angular goatee?
Kinda.
Hmm.
He's got the twirly mustache.
Mm-hmm.
So like a jaunty.
And I've got
a
the
jaunty
accent,
Doctor
so
Strange.
I'm feeling pretty good.
You have a what?
Yeah.
I've got an accent.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
you've got like the inverse accent of Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
which is a British
exactly.
man sounding all too American. He's like,
Mhm.
I talk normal. And then you do like a half English accent.
Right.
Yep. So less Benedict Cumberbatch, more Benadryl Humperdinck.
I'm American.
I love it.
Benadryl Humperdinck. Oh my god.
I'm happy with that.
All right. Yeah. I try not to take the easy way as the DM, but yeah, I'll take the easy way on this one. You want the Ioun Stone, you've got to go find it.
Okay. So I'm in this room.
Yes.
Would I have any inkling of like where I would be looking for it?
Like similar to the feelings we've all gotten. Like
Right.
Yeah.
I know I left it somewhere in the room. The PA crackles from overhead in the voice of a DM trying to communicate with his players via Dr. Hines. I think you'd have to look around, though, because, I'm a bit absent-minded, and also, the room is spawning things as you need them.
So it
But not-
spawned it. I just don't know where it is.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I'm kind of lazy. Which actually, that was a hint.
A hint of where it is.
In retrospect, it would sound that way, yes.
So is it just in my pocket?
Are you going to check your pocket?
I checked my pocket.
Yes, of course that's where it is.
I love that.
Is it just in my pocket?
Shit, everyone starts checking their pockets.
Dave fucking with me. I love it.
My moon shoes just blasted.
I was like, do I have to do an
pocket.
investigation check for this
Yeah.
pocket? I don't know. The pocket's
That's
pretty
true.
deep.
Sure. What do you get on your investigation check?
It shouldn't have been this low, but it was an 18.
Let's see. There is a crumpled 2 Teldurian gold note. Interesting that it's on a paper note. You didn't even think they had those. It definitely says it's from Telduria, though. It's got a very serious. I'm sorry, not Telduria, Tarantian. I'm getting my T locations wrong. Yes, it's all Teldurian. But yes, a Tarantian 2 gold note with the king, with the portrait of Imperator Titus on there. A crumpled Hardy's receipt.
Hardy's.
And some
Oh
loot.
God. Quinn does not go to Hardee's. I'm sorry.
Well, it also only just became your cloak.
Boris, did you borrow my coat again? Oh, this is the cloak that I'm looking in? Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, you pocket the cloak, yeah.
I gotcha.
Because even the cloak has pockets, because, come on, pockets.
Pockets. All clothes should have pockets.
So whoever had this game before eats at Hardee's. Yuck.
Or at least ate at Hardee's
No offense
once.
to people who love Hardee's, I guess.
Sometime. And also had lint in a 2 Teldurian or Tarantian gold note.
And the Iron Stone.
And an Ion Stone, yes.
Oh, yay.
Because, look, it's a grab bag. Sometimes you get lint, sometimes you get a greater
Somebody-
absorption Ion Stone.
Somebody's just randomly going to Hardee's in a Cape of Montebank with an Iron Stone in his pocket.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
At
sounds
a
about
Hardee's.
right. Sounds about right.
Love it.
Look, this universe is thoroughly broken.
I could use a burger though.
Oh my god. You find one of those in your pocket now too?
Is there a magical burger in here too?
There's the monkey's paw curling. It's like an old burger in the pocket.
Now, I still have some folk I need to check in with here, though. Boris,
That's me.
if I don't check in with you every now and again, you get up to some shady shit.
Yeah, I would have
And
stolen
then when
something
I check
really
in
cool.
with you, you get into some
That's
shady
true.
shit anyway.
Has Boris found a
So-
little hat for her crab yet? I feel like the crab should have a little hat.
I mean, the crab is upside down a lot, so the hat would need to have a string on it. But what
Of
Boris
course.
is more specifically looking for is something she can attune to. Because Boris definitely has an empty attunement slot.
Yeah, you might as well. So now it's a question of what do you need?
What?
And if you need some time to look, I can always kind of ask Jarrell what he's up to if you need to kind of poke around a little bit and find a new thing you're looking for. Because I know
Oh, no,
he's
I-
at least attuned to his sword and probably something else.
I have a couple of ideas here, actually. I had mentioned the Amulet of Health already as one option, but you did just give me a bunch of really sweet healing potions. So
Well, if you still need health, and Amulet Health is a thing,
because
we
that
can
gives
get
me
to that.
Constitution. Or I found this super fun thing called the Cloak of the Bat.
Cloak of the
Bat!
Bat?
That's 90% of why I want it.
Okay, so yes, I'm almost certainly going to make it so that you have to shout bat to activate it, but
Bat!
let me, Cloak of the Bat. While wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. You needed that. In an area of dim light or darkness, you can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly a speed of 40 feet.
As long as you shout bat!
But
Yeah.
you shout bat when you transform into the bat. That's a separate thing. That's still coming.
If you ever fail to grip the cloak's edges while flying in this way, or if you are no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed. While wearing the cloak in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to cast polymorph on yourself, transforming into a bat.
Bat!
While you are in the form of the bat, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. The cloak can't be used this way until the next dawn. So yes, to activate that, you need to shout bat in human form to get back. But also, because there's some real Batman kind of vibes to it, you have to be very angsty while using the fly action.
Oh yeah, for
my-
sure.
Oh my god. Well, teenagers, am I right?
Darkness. No parents. All right, so Cloak of the Bat.
She is an orphan, so that does
That's
check
true.
out. I think
I am
Boris is just
Batman.
about to become Batman.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at that Amulet of Health while we're here. Of course, con is 19 while you wear this amulet. Okay, so Gauntlets of Ogre Strength for Constitution.
I would have to choose one of the two, though. I only have one attunement slot, and they both require attunement.
Ooh, okay, well,
Yeah.
Cloak.
I don't get hit very often. My constitution's not very high, but I very rarely get
The
hit.
bat thing
See-
is too good to not do now. We've put it out there, like you can't not do it now.
Do you need a moment to ponder this?
Oh, do I get to make the choice as the player and not the DM? Yeah,
Yes.
I am looking for so Boris knows that there's like a constitution amulet. That's what she starts looking for, but then on the way she passes by this row of capes, which is probably where Quinn got his stuff from, and just as she sees the cape the cloak of the bat.
Yes.
Drawn to it.
Yeah, there are several different versions of the cloak of the bat. One of them looks like it's made of rubber. One of them is kind of a light gray with blue accents. Let's see. What are some other good Batman costumes? It's just different Batman costumes.
Really, really dark black. It makes me talk like this the whole time I'm wearing it.
Yes,
Where is she?
Yes, there's one like that, which is just a generic dark black, slightly tattered at the bottom. One that is more kind of rubber, like the Michael Keaton Batman suit, and one that is light gray with some blue, like the Adam West Batman.
That's a tough choice.
That is a tough choice. I feel like Boris would lean towards the blackest one.
Mm-hmm.
So the one with the tattered edges to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the tattered edge one.
So then you now have Cloak of the Bat, dark black. I'm sorry, slightly darker black with tattered edges. Now, Lord of the Light.
I guess both reading through my book and examining my Grail.
Because he's got his Holy Avenger.
I have a kick-ass sword. I got great armor. My shield was upgraded even.
He's feeling pretty good.
He's feeling pretty good. You're attuned to some things. You've got what you need, and you ponder the secrets of the tome and of the Grail.
Yep.
But first, regardless of what I told you, that it was the Tome of Understanding, we will allow it to be whatever stat you do need it to be after you've leveled up.
Cool.
So just, let me know which one that winds up being on the sheet.
Probably going to be strength, so I hit just that much harder.
Okay. Yeah, the dust cover falls off, and it winds up actually being the manual of gainful exercise that somebody else had.
Yeah. But does it help me understand my godly strength?
Deeply.
Okay, cool.
Deeply.
Yes.
Nice.
The Grail, on very close inspection, you notice an inscription inside the rim. The letters are unfamiliar to you, but it's almost as if their meaning is decoded in your mind as you read it. And it says, "Drink from me to become more than what you are." The Grail itself has no liquid in it.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is the time to do it or not. I was planning on blessing the Grail and having us all drink out of it before we go into battle anyway.
Ooh. Maybe that's the play. But you drink from it first.
Sure. So Jarrell will gather everyone around. Before we go into this wondrous battle, I have just discovered
Wondrous battle.
it will be epic and I will be awesome. And I thought we could partake one last time. I've just slightly determined what the purpose of this Grail is. So Jarrell puts some wine into the Grail and drinks it.
Darrell dies instantly.
Cool.
What?
Drops stone the fuck dead to the floor.
What?
Whoops.
Jarrell? Hey, buddy. This is funny. Terrell. Okay, funny. It's a funny prank, Terrell. It's really funny. Like, but you should stop now.
I feel like he died in like that, like dead opossum pose with like the hands up, eyes rolled back, tongue out.
What did it look like as he drank it and then died?
Yeah, let's see. Let's get a visual.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
almost
just saying,
as
like-
if like a marionette with the strings cut. Just.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then he's like on the ground with his hands up and his eyes rolled in the back of his head and
a
his
few
tongue out.
seconds later into a very comical version of rigor mortis.
I'll
take that.
Can I do a medicine check?
Sure.
What the fuck just happened to Terrell? Oh, that's trash. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
4 on the die.
He's definitely dead.
Oh no. Felix starts like pacing now and like circling the room, kind of like panicking and like shuffling around because like the paladin is dead and we're about to go fight like an evil undead god thing. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no. What? Nobody else drink from the cup.
Boris, having just put on her cloak of the bat, grabs the 2 bottom corners and says, "He's the closest thing to a father I have," and flies across the room towards him.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. You realize you probably also gave our audience a heart attack, Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
They're all freaking out right now.
Yeah.
You're a bastard.
Cute evil laugh.
Dave is bastard man.
Boris, you have health potions, right? Could you just like just give him one? Just pour it all. Just pour it on his face.
Boris grabs or pulls one of the bottles of grenadine out of her pocket, which like I'm assuming is in like a bar service, like a squeezy bottle, and just like squirts a bunch of grenadine, like trying to aim for Jarrell's mouth, but like it's got like a
all over the
strawberry
place.
sundae look to his face now.
He now looks less dead and more murdered.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
You know what? I think that's where we're going to call this episode.
You're such an asshole.
Damn it.
I'm not giving the audience what they want, just what they deserve.
Damn. That's for you, Jeff.
Yeah,
For Jeff. Poor Jeff.
Jeff.
Watch, like one of our people in Discord's going to actually be named Jeff, and
Jeff.
we're going to have some explaining to do.
Jeff's got some splaining to do. James won't come back
Yeah.
because of him.
What'd you do, Jeff?
You know, we're really.
We're
Fucking
dug in
Jeff.
now. Holy shit.
Now, if you're willing to tolerate me doing this to you yet again, we can be found on the internet. We're in such places as Twitter, Instagram, even the armpit of the internet, Mark Zuckerberg's very own Facebook. All of those places have sticky posts or pinned things that will take you to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server, where you can meet and greet and possibly berate me for my ill treatment of my audience in the form of repeated awful cliffhangers.
What about your players? Look at John. He's sobbing right now.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I kind of feed off of that, so I mean, there's a little less remorse there. It's more, I recharge in strange ways. But yeah, they will take you to our Discord server where you can meet us, and it's where we discuss all things D&D, but also all things not D&D. And we would love it if you would join us in our ever-growing community. Now, if you really like us, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. Now, if you've made it this deep in Hapless Heroes, and I am going to go out on the very shortest and stubbiest of limbs and assume that you didn't just land on this episode randomly as your first, you've probably been
What
here
are
a
you
little
doing?
bit. at the very least, you've been listening to podcasts. This is not the first podcast of any kind that you've listened to, so you have a podcast service of your choice.
I don't know, if this is somebody's like first episode of this podcast, I admire the gall. Like
not just not just their first of this podcast, but their first podcast of any sort that they're listening to.
Yeah.
Because, but
somewhere
if
in
so,
the high 200s of an actual play independent D&D podcast.
yeah, like you
That's a
walked
wild
into
ride.
the internet through the side door.
Yeah. Nice going. And I salute you.
Yeah. Like you climbed in through a small window, the kind that usually lead into bathrooms.
And you found a bathroom.
Yeah, that's exactly what you found. Here we are.
Exactly
But
as it
anyway,
appears.
but we're going to go out on that very short, stubby limb and assume that you have a podcast service of your choice. And if said podcast service allows you to leave a review, please do us the great honor of leaving us a 5-star review. And if you do so, we can read it and we can recognize you as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if your podcast service does not for some strange reason, we have a 5-stars channel in our Discord. Please leave it there. We will do the same thing. We will read it and we will give you the credit you deserve to recognize you as the 5-star human that you are.
We got one more.
We
This
do.
comes from TJ Sully on our Discord server, who says 5 stars all around. This podcast has gotten me through a lot of work days. I listen to you guys all day, and I'm on my 3rd time through the story. Oh, another
listener.
cyclical listener. Hell yeah, TJ Sully.
Thanks, TJ.
They say, I DM my own world of D&D and get so much inspiration from you guys. All of my dwarves talk like Hoblet the Smasher. He's like, my wife thinks I am weird when I try to talk like Pregnart. Keep up all the great work. Yeah. Keep up all the great work. I, as a DM, know how much work it takes to run a campaign, and I'm very inspired by you guys. Thank you all for the continuous laughter and the joy you bring us all. Thank you, TJ Sully. You are a 5-star human, too.
Dave, I think so Dave always says that we've really made it when we get haters, but I think in my mind, in my heart, I feel like we've just made it. I've inspired someone to annoy their wife with a character. And
That is a very specific
That's a high
and particular
bar.
and valid
That's a high
kind of
bar.
arrival.
That's a high bar.
Yeah.
so you guys are seeing this is genuine emotion in my face,
Yeah.
in my cadence. Like that is touching to me.
Yeah, like
That is amazing. And I don't think there's any higher praise than my wife thinks I'm weird.
yeah. Now, inspiring a man to annoy his wife, that's easy. It comes very naturally to all of us. But by being the vehicle by which he does it, that is special.
It's gonna seriously take time to process this. And wow. I take back everything I said about this channel in our Discord server on our last episode, because if this is what we're getting, keep it coming. This is great. This is a great moment. Wow. Thank you, TJ.
Now, if we are that special to you, if you really, really like us, for example, you could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. We have a number of reward tiers, but the ones you really want are the ones that get you access to places like our Patron Lounge channel, but also our Patreon, the things we record that we release on Patreon, which would be our outtakes, our bloopers, our side conversations. Let me tell you, they are quite possibly worth some of the price of admission.
I was going to say, tonight we just recorded probably about 30 to 40 minutes worth of us just talking about anything like the mythos behind baby.
Don't ruin it. It's
Okay.
for Patreon ears only, and
You're
it's
right.
solid gold.
Probably
Only.
the longest off-camera cut we have of any conversation. It's its own podcast at this point.
It's like if somebody took just a perfectly formed piece of bullshit and just dipped it into molten gold, and out came this.
That conversation.
Yeah.
A truly polished turd.
Yeah. So yeah, join us on Patreon for that and so much more. Bloopers, outtakes, all that fun stuff. It's all out there.
And if you like us right now, you like us Sally Field and the whole deal. Fill a bird feeder up with ground beef and then dress up like a wolf man and run full speed at it hanging from a tree, tackle it out of the tree, and just gnaw on it until all that beautiful ground beef just sprays all over the place. And when, I don't know, is somebody watching you? If somebody's watching you, tell them to listen to our podcast.
I don't know. It's somebody watching that was totally doable.
If a man dresses in a wolf suit and eats ground beef out of a bird feeder and nobody watches, did it make a sound? And was that sound telling someone to listen to the Hapless Heroes podcast? I don't know, but what I do know is the names of my cast, and I will outro them as I go backwards around the table, starting with Parrot of Lincoln Woods, played by Zach.
Goodbye. Boing.
And to his left, we have Boris the Butcher, played by Nicole.
Jor-El, come back, Jor-El.
To her left, we have Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
I look beautiful.
To his left, we have Lord Jor-El the Light, played by John. And to his left, we have the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesco.
I don't think you guys understand. Jor-El is dead.
And my name is Dave. I have been your host, your dungeon master, and the killer of Jor-El. Join us next week to see if we bring him back or if we just, kind of do that to you guys. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.